Hey, Copper Nerds. I've got some draped busts here to look at, and they're not mine. I've got a co-host with me. Introduce yourself.
Hey, I'm Cain, and I'm here to show you my Draped Bust collection.
Right on. Little father-son duo. Let's get into it. So the kids are home from college, and I'm digging through their stuff because they have it, safely tucked away while they're gone, but wanted to go through Cain's draped bust with you a little bit. What's the first one in the upper corner?
This is one that I found on eBay for like $50. I was like, maybe it's a $17.99. Did some research, did some looking at it, and turns out it's not. It's 98. It's a common variety. But it's still pretty cool. My only 1700s draped busts so far.
Right on. You haven't pinned down an attribution on that one just yet?
No, it's
you ruled out the 1799.
Yeah, I ruled out. I figured out it was a 98 and just left it at that.
Okay. Well, you should probably get that one sorted out eventually.
Yeah.
What's next up?
This one's really cool. The S223. You can see it's really beautiful. It's a beauty. And it has a really cool cut in Liberty and a cool cut beneath the bust there. And flip it around, and you have the 000 fraction error, which is one of my favorite errors. So this is one of my favorite draped busts in my entire collection.
Right on. Well, here's the book. Why don't you look at that while I pop this thing out of the capsule?
All right.
So S223, 1/000, common variety R1.
On this variety, the E is high, and both the ones are blunt. And you can see the die break between RT, like you can see in my example, very diagnostic. The D in United, noticeably low, and the leaf pair below D is very high, and distant from D.
So we've got the cud above RT. Yeah, yours is a little more advanced than the one on the picture.
Right, we have the cud beneath the bust as well.
Oh wow, the cud under the bust tip. Look at that.
Yeah, that is a very cool example, the late die state.
So you got two cuds on the obverse. I don't know if I've really seen that happen before. That's an interesting little engraving line off of the stem.
See if we can find it.
Oh yeah, it's on there.
Oh yeah, for sure. That's really cool.
And 1/000.
Yeah, definitely one of my favorite varieties, and it's an R1, so it's not too hard to find. Maybe it will be in this late die state, but it's definitely one to look for.
Let's see. Obverse, always with a break at RT, which is the usual state. Another rim break lower right is very scarce. Yeah, see? Very scarce, according to Mr. Powers. All right, let's look at your envelope on that one. Where did we get this one? This one was not one. I've gotten a lot of your stuff from Tom Deck, but this one I don't think was. Let's see. Nope, I'm lying. It's from Tom Deck. All right, so yeah, we've got... Actually, why not? It was $435. This must have been a significant... let's see. Oh, it was your birthday. Okay. Yeah, see, that's why I keep the provenance on there. So that was for your birthday last year. Medium to slightly darker brown with darker fields, slightly rough, maintains good color, 1/000, fraction is bold, rare late die state, cut at RTY, additional cut at the bust tip. Most are seen in low grade. This is a better example. Oh, this is a Fred Borkert collection coin. Oh, wow. That's pretty significant, actually.
Yeah, it's quite significant.
Yeah, awesome. And, of course, you've got his envelope as well as the, it's like a fiberglassy kind of liner, not the more common cotton liners that we see lately. They're calling that a 15 net 12 choice. I agree. Let's get that cool piece.
I didn't know that if a coin was netted down, it could be a choice.
Yeah, well, I think it's choice. It's very nice. I mean, copper coins are rarely a straight across grade. There's almost always going to be a deduct.
Right.
I don't own a coin without a deduct, I don't think, in my early copper. So that's your 1801 S223. What do you got next?
All right, next is also one of my favorites, another one we got from Tom Deck, the S227. It's got scratches all over the obverse and reverse, but it is a very beautiful coin. Very even toning, very nice details. And I think I got a good deal on it from Tom. Very, very nice example. You can see clash marks beneath the chin if I can get the angle of the lighting correct. But yeah, very.
Yeah, let me switch you. I was just about to ask about the clash marks. You take the book. I'll get this out of its capsule. And the go ahead and put it under the camera though. The clash marks under the chin is super apparent in that photo.
We can see here in the photo. Same clash marks beneath the chin. Yeah, very interesting coin. Also very easy to find, R2.
Oh wow, those clash marks.
Yeah.
Under the chin are wild.
Yeah,
let's drop a little bit lower so we get a little better light. I'm going to tip this one up a little bit. It's always a challenge between bright light that causes reflections on everything, but and being able to see the coins. But I think, can you see that clash mark?
Yeah, I can see the clash mark.
Okay.
And this is
super cool.
Yeah, discounting the scratch is definitely one of my higher grade examples. Very nice looking coin.
No significant die states. Super nice reverse. This is a nice coin.
It is a nice coin. Very nice.
Let's see. Yeah, the clash mark under the chin. A couple little scratches in the field. I remember that. I think this is the coin you got to take to A&A to go to Jim Carr's EAC class the first time we went.
It was. This is the very coin. I put it in my little coin pouch right up front so everyone could see it.
Nice. Let me put it back in the capsule, and I would imagine that we have a little tag inside of your envelope here. Let's take a look. I try. Yep. Oh, we got some extra stuff. Look at that. You have a Grellman card? How did I not know you have it? You have a Grellman. I used to have a Grellman card. I sold Chris Arnold my S50 that had a Grellman card, but I don't have a Grellman card. So Bob calls it a 20 net 10. Obverse scratches, he notes, late die state 3. I didn't leave a note on this one, but I think this is, clash dies. S227 clash dies. Mix of brown and darker coffee brown, nice appearance. Fine old hairlines in the portrait on the right of the obverse field. Heavy die clashing at the chin and throat. Comes with Bob's card, graded 20 net 10 with obverse scratches. So Scott Enterline comes with his envelope, Twin Rivers collection. Yeah, that's definitely a cool example.
Yeah, with the Grellman card, definitely a really cool coin. I really like that coin.
Yeah. All right. Let's jump into the next one, which anyone that follows the channel closely is familiar with, but I'll let you introduce it.
Yep. The good old S239 elephant trunk variety. Also one of my favorites. I got this for my birthday as well, alongside the S223.
Yeah.
And it's definitely one of my favorites in my collection, just because it's the elephant trunk variety. It's very nice.
Let me trade you again. You take the Powers book and talk about it. I'll get it up.
All right. So there are a lot of diagnostics for this, but everyone just sees it for the trunk. But you can see
there's a very rare perfect obverse variant, which is not what anyone's looking for, I don't think, unless they're after rare die states. But yeah, the elephant trunk on this one is very clear.
Yeah, I think it's the coin got slightly bent, and I think that bend preserved the elephant trunk.
I have some coins that are kind of fun because the damage protected diagnostics, but sort of the same.
Yeah.
You can see where it was bent with the uneven wear on the reverse. And then again on the obverse, the elephant trunk sort of at a low point. You can see how the bust tip took a bunch of wear.
Yeah, you see the wear there, but Ben protected that trunk. Very, very fortunate for that coin.
Yeah, this is a super cool one.
Yeah.
A little dust on it. Let me grab my little, check this thing out. You haven't seen it. Instead of brushing stuff, I'm trying to use this little blower.
Oh yeah, that's definitely.
Yeah, it's getting it. Yeah, look at that. The dust spots are gone.
Sweet, that's the way to go. 100%.
It is. That one was, as I recall, an eBay find for me. And when I did my overview video on this coin of yours, $63. I mean, that's a fantastic die break. Very affordable. What do you got now? Oh, I know what's next.
Yep, this is one of my favorites in my collection. This is my first NC. It would be a now collectible because it's R5 Plus. But I got this from Elijah Skinner at our A&A summer seminar. And
the advanced course, because we took the beginning course with Elijah, Jim Carr's class 2 years ago. And then none of the three of us took his advanced course that year. We came back the next year for the advanced course, and that's where you got it.
Yeah, it's got some interesting things going on. It seems like it was something rolled across it. You can see these little lines here.
We got a cat that wants in the room. Let me trade you books. You can talk about that. I'll take the cat outside, and then I'll open it up.
All right, an important diagnostic for the NC1 is you can see that this pair of leaves next to the T and cent is not connected to the wreath at all. There are a few other non-NC varieties that share this, but it narrows it down to to 4 coins.
I discovered that the hard way. After I did this video, when I went to pick you up from school, I thought that this was an NC reverse, not a common reverse. So I went and cherry picked a couple more, that had that reverse on the cheap, but they were not NCs. They were what was it? A 227 and a 229, maybe?
I think it was a 26 and 27.
26 and 27.
Yeah.
So Elijah did the attribution on this obverse and reverse. It's an NC obverse and a common reverse. But I'll go ahead and throw up a picture of you and Elijah here on this one.
So up next, we have 1803 S260. This is one of my first Draped Busts. I got this from my grandpa. I got it from you. Yep. Never mind.
That bent one, kind of
that's
good details, but it looks like someone ran it over with a lawnmower.
Yeah, I remember now. Yeah, I got. This is. I got the overdate from grandpa. This one, yeah, it looks like somebody did a number on this, but the details are there. I mean, it's got plenty of details for what happened to it for sure.
Let me trade you. I'll get it up.
Yeah.
S260.
All right, S260, here it is, common variety. You can see in this example, there are some pretty interesting clash marks going around the head. Not as severe as what you'd usually see, even a little one on the neck. But you can see that some diagnostics, like the 18 and the 1803 is spaced wider than the rest of the date, which is one.
Yeah, I can see that. Yeah. The reverse leaf tip touches T.
Yeah, it's a large date.
Yeah, this is kind of a fun example that is...
just a common one you could pick up anywhere.
A lot of detail, but also a lot of problems.
Yeah, I like it. It's pretty interesting.
Yeah, all right. Pop that one back in here. Okay, what's next? The one that's next came out of Grandpa's typeset.
This one's from Grandpa for sure. This was one of a nice coin. It's
also a 260.
It's also a 260. I like this coin because it's just like a really solid example of like what it is, an AG3. It's there's no corrosion that I can see. Nice toning besides the edges. That happens a lot.
Yeah.
But overall,
I'll let you show it off.
They're yeah.
Yeah, it's just the coin that he had in his typeset since before I was born, and then I upgraded that for him. I got him like a nice VF.
Yeah, and it's a very nice AG3. Very
passed his downgrade onto you. Yeah, I think it's a nice straight AG3.
Yeah, again, nice slick surfaces. Only a few problems. There's only a little bit of warping, but overall, I think this is quite an attractive scent.
Yeah, the bright light does show that it's got maybe a tiny bend to it. But
yeah, it's got. You can tell from the reverse the wear that there's probably a little bend in there, but
it's been albums in a Dansko, or albums. It's spent decades. That's the word I was looking for. Decades in a Dansko album. Before we did the upgrade. What do we got next? Looks like a cheap common that I picked up at some point.
This thing was like green. This thing was green like an ogre when I first got it.
That's right. Okay.
It looked like a.
Oh, is that the same coin?
Oh yeah.
Yeah, it was totally green.
Yeah.
Like not a pleasant green.
Oh no, it was terrible.
Not like on my Sheldon 19. It was just like a covered in corrosion mess.
Yeah, it looked like a booger in my case. So I took it out and I just did a lot of acetone. I think I tried xylene too, and I wouldn't recommend it. But I did use toothpicks on this. But it's such a low quality, low grade coin.
It was $29. It looks like I got it in 2023.
And after I was done, even though it's still not a looker in the slightest, I have a much easier time looking at this coin rather than that green thing it used to be.
Well, I mean, that's one of those coins that everyone's got $29 if they eat, if you make enough money to feed yourself, you've got $29. So the ability to buy a decent Draped Bust, even if just for your typeset, one that is obviously a Draped Bust, not high grade, but, very identifiable for $29 for an early copper piece from 1803, I think that's cool. All right, what do you got next?
All right, so next we got a really nice example of the S267 that I got from Nathan Markowitz.
Oh, is that where this one came from? Was Nathan? So it's got the black spot in the hair. Is that right?
Yeah, this coin is just absolutely gorgeous. If it weren't for that little tiny black spot underneath the metal there.
So Nathan's calling that a
V8 choice.
VG8 choice X Eugene. I don't know.
Yeah.
Eugene CN the Jew. I'm not sure what it means there exactly, but my brother-in-law is Jewish. We can ask him. 180 on the back. Let's see. What's that? VG8C. That's Nathan's. Nathan signed that there. Looks like just the liner. Yeah, I'm not. We'll have to ask him who Jew is. I don't know if Nathan's just a little aggressive in his nicknames for people or what. But, it's a nice coin. Let me say 267. There it is.
Yep.
The one is blunt. What else? The 5's a little crazy looking. 5's recut. Yep.
Mm-hmm.
What else?
Can't see
some leaf diagnostics. You can't see the 5 that's recut.
It looks like it's worn. The 5 is worn down on the bottom, so you can't really see the recut at all.
Sure.
But yeah, very beautiful example. Nice slick surfaces, no bend, and that reverse is just gorgeous. So is the obverse. Little black spot does bother me, but it's no big deal. But in comparison to just how nice this coin is.
Sweet. We'll toss her back in there. You just set it on there. I'll hold it.
Oh, cool. Okay.
Okay. And what do we got next?
All right. Next, we got another one I got from my grandpa's collection. This one I got a little experimental with, and as a result, the reverse looks a little bit ugly. I mean, it did before, but I tried doing some retoning work with some sulfur, and it didn't really work out. I ended up wiping off a lot of the toning that the sulfur put on there, and
it left a little bit in your capsule. Whatever you were doing in there.
What I did there is I accidentally got some acetone on my capsule when I was working on it.
Oh, okay.
But yeah, not a looker. I tried toning it back up, but I'm just going to leave it as this brassy monster that it is because my retoning work did not go very well.
So it's an 1807 over 6 over date.
Yep.
Common R1.
Another common variety, yep.
Cool.
One of my first.
All right, toss that one back in. What do we got next? That's a fun one. What do you got going on there?
All right, so we have the S271 Comet variety with a counter stamp. A very cool counter stamp, I might add. I got it from Jim Carr during my first A&A visit.
Yeah. This one came from... Oh, yeah, that's one of Jim's envelopes, huh?
Yep.
Get out! All right. Some planchet diameters vary. There we go. Pull that foam ring out. All right.
All right. So this is the R1, really easy to find. Of course, not so much with the counter stamp, but I was
Comet variety. Can you see that on there?
I don't believe so. It's quite a low.
Oh, okay, grade. Okay. So the Comet goes from behind the hair out the front.
I guess you can kind of see the remnants of where it was, but it has definitely been worn down.
Should be right above the hair knot on the back.
Yeah, you can kind of see. Well,
maybe not.
Maybe not. Nope, I don't think so. Yeah, it looks like it's been worn off, but
or its early state. Pay attention to the difference because the perfect obverse is very rare. Is it perfect or is it worn?
Oh, it's very worn, but I think it is. It may be. I
don't see any remnants of the Comet.
Yeah, I don't see any remnants of the Comet either. And someone put a counter stamp right in the middle of Liberty's head. I quite like the counter stamp. I like those little counter stamps that are just one enclosed shape and not like a bunch of letters or whatnot. So I was drawn to this coin immediately.
A single stamp rather than punches, like that is individual punches.
Yes.
Yeah, you like a stamp.
Yeah, I prefer a stamp, especially if it has like a singular stamp with letters in it. That's cool too. But yeah, I was immediately drawn to this coin because of the nature of the stamp, and it's still quite a nice coin.
What is the stamp? Is it? It's not. I mean, that's not.
I have no idea.
I mean, that's not
I have no idea what the stamp says or anything like that. All I know is that it is a stamp. It says, I can't even understand what is in there. I see like a plus sign, maybe a G, maybe. I'm not quite sure. I don't think I could trace this back to anything.
Yeah, it's not something that's stamped in the English language. That is some other
and if it
thing
is,
going on, either a design or another script that I'm not familiar with. All right, we got what, 3 Draped Busts left? What's that? Right. 1801. It looks like something you haven't attributed yet.
No, I have.
You have?
This is the 3 errors reverse.
Oh, that's right. I cherry picked. Common of the two, right?
Yeah, it is. This is the 3 errors reversed. I cherry picked. It is. It is quite nice. I came across 3 errors reversed there, and it's not. The surfaces are pretty nice. There's some scratches here and there. But you can see that all of the diagnostics for the 3 errors reverse are visible. You can see the 3 zeros underneath the fraction.
Does it have the die break?
Yep, you can see the die break that
goes. So the die break
heading.
Is going to be the 219, which is an R2 variety, and then the one that's an earlier die state is an R5 plus, the 218. But this is the 219, so it's common but cool.
Yeah, very cool. And yeah, you perfectly see all the 3 errors that there. The U was double punched, so it was
right side up and upside down.
So it looks like the Roman numeral 2.
It's missing a stem on the left only.
Missing a stem on the left, and you can see the 3 zeros. So
I remember when you were cherry picking that, you handed it to me, and you're like, "Look, a 1/000," and then I handed it back to you, and I was like, "Look again," and then you were like, "Oh, it's the 3 errors."
Yep.
That was a good find.
Yeah, very happy about that find.
And it was like a harshly cleaned example. It looks a lot better now than when you got it. It started to tone up a little bit.
Yeah, I've been trying to tone it up. And
just with skin contact, right?
Yep, skin contact or just any kind of moist environment, just kind of, it helps it a little bit.
You got to watch them so there's no corrosion.
Yep, that's true.
Okay, what's next? 2 to go.
Okay, so this is also one of my absolute favorites. This one looks like it's been through the ringer a bit with the environmental damage. However, the details are still there, and they are very there. This might be one of the best details I have on a coin in my collection. The cool thing about this one in particular is that it has this massive cud. It just it makes the S and the T in states like ramp up into it, the cud. Like there's like these 2 little ramps. I think that's really cool.
That's right. Did I give you that one for Christmas? Maybe
you got it. I think you got it for me for I think it was for Christmas.
It looks no. It must have been your birthday actually with that date. Looks like I got it in July of 2024. Come here. I don't know if I have any. Yeah, I remember finding that when I was excited about it because it was late die state with that cud. This would have been for your birthday as well.
Yeah. Okay.
You had a good birthday that year.
Oh, yeah.
Let's get it out. Let's see. Would you say it was a 246?
Yeah.
So there you go, early and late die state. I'll let you grab the book.
All right. Oh, there we go.
Yeah, that phone mount gets in your way pretty readily. Yeah, this capsule's a little scratched up. It actually looks a lot better once we get it out.
Oh, yeah, it will. And you can see that in this example, that cut is just massive and bleeding into the ST and states. And we'll see how it ramps up.
So is yours.
And you can see that ramp that it makes the S and T into. Very cool.
Yeah, it is. Anything notable on the obverse? Oh, it's the lump under the chin.
Oh, is that the mumps one? Yep, that is.
Yeah, you got little mumps there.
So that would be the 246.2.
Yeah, this is it's great for diagnostics. We didn't do any work on this coin, but somebody clearly removed corrosion and sort of went through that tetrasodium treatment and then probably a darkening agent. This is sort of what you expect to see for a conserved black coin out of the ground, but the cud is plain as day.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that's super cool.
Yeah, every diagnostic you need to know is completely visible. It's very good details.
Nice. All right, I'll trade you. All right. Oh, nope, I kept your capsule. What do you got next?
All right, and the last one is just this. Is unknown. This is unknown. That we know that this is in fact a Draped Bust Large Cent.
There it is. Yeah, you see it right there. There's the head.
Yep. no date on here, and there's no visible diagnostics whatsoever.
You got a little bit to work with right there, where it's protected from being bent and damaged.
We can see the ribbon, and we can see the one in between the ribbon, so that is something you could use potentially, but I think that's probably it. Everything else is pretty worn off. I forget where I even came across this. I probably picked it up for a couple bucks somewhere. I can't remember, but...
Yeah, was that out of like a junk box at a coin shop?
Probably. I can't remember where I got it, but yeah, it's just interesting because you can just tell that it's a Draped Bust Large Cent. That's pretty much all you can tell.
It's a cull. Yeah,
it's a cull. It's a cull cent.
Cool. All right. Well, that was your Draped Busts. What do we have there? 14?
Yeah, they're all my Draped Busts in my collection right now.
And you've been putting them together for a handful of years now?
Yeah, it's probably 2 or 3 years now.
On the large cents?
Yeah.
And you've been collecting since you were how old?
I've been collecting coins in general since I was like 4. Got into it super early, collecting just anything I could find.
With Grandpa?
Yeah, with Grandpa. I had a box that has some interesting, like just like Indian head pennies and stuff like that. But I also had a little box, a little tin can that used to hold camel chew or something, and I just put every single coin that I found into it. I opened it up recently, and it was just full of these just absolutely disgusting looking, like pennies and nickels and stuff. But yeah, I was hoarding coins forever.
Yeah, and then you collected with Grandpa and with your brother, and then Grandpa got me into gold and silver.
Mm-hmm.
And then we went to a coin show where I was just buying gold and silver, and then you bought that braided hair half cent.
Yeah, that thing kicked off a lot of stuff. Yeah. That braided hair half cent started me in collecting coppers, and I think it might have started you in the collecting coppers.
It did. It got me into copper because I had been into gold primarily. And then I saw you bought this. This was, I think I gave you $100 for the coin show when you were in high school, or maybe you had just gone to college.
Yeah, and I was already dead set on buying a copper when I got there, actually.
It was between this and a even slightly nicer, I think it was large cent. Or maybe this was the half cent was slightly nicer. Is that what it was?
Yeah, I believe so.
And we tried to decide whether or not you wanted to invest in a half cent or a large cent. I'll let you grab that.
Yeah, so this is I really like this example. It caught my eye pretty much immediately when I found it. Yeah, very good details. Nothing really wrong with it at all.
I mean, it's like an extra fine coin, I would say.
There is a little chip there on the C.
Oh, wasn't there some crap stuck to it?
There was some crap stuck to the reverse. I cleaned it off, and I think...
you picked it off with a toothpick, as I recall.
Yeah, very gently.
like the toning impairments, because it was a piece of crud that was stuck there for a very long time, from what we could tell.
Yeah, I wouldn't recommend using a toothpick, but it did work that time. I was being very careful with it.
So that was your first copper coin.
This is my first copper. And I think it was a great place to start.
And then I saw that, and I recognized it from my my gold pieces that had that sort of similar depiction of liberty, that sort of braided hair depiction of liberty. And I realized I could get that same depiction from a similar era coin for $100 instead of $1,000. So, or $2,000, or right now $4,000.
Yeah, the accessibility of the coins is pretty important for sure.
I mean, really, that's the coin that got us both into copper. And Grandpa already had a good bit of American and colonial copper.
Mm-hmm.
In fact, I think maybe when we wrap up here, we should jump into your small colonial set.
Sure, yeah.
Okay. Well, let's drop that one back in.
Yeah, that thing didn't actually have a container. I used to contain a buffalo nickel, and I actually recut that white bit to fit the half cent.
By hand. I remember you doing that with scissors. I gave you some little scissors.
Yep.
Because we didn't have any of these. I just stole Jordan's last capsule to put this 1793 Gallery Mint replica in. But and then he's got one comparable to this inside of the box for Christmas. All right. Well, thanks for checking this one out, y'all. Cain and I will try and do some more videos together when he's home.
Yeah, absolutely. Thanks for checking out my collection.
Yeah, I've been stealing from it occasionally. Everyone's really excited about showing off these drape busts. So I've done a feature on your NC and on your elephant trunk. And maybe that's it so far. I think I've just done the 2. But I'm going to keep your box while you go back to school. And then I'll pull some more of these out for some closer inspection.
Sweet.
All right. Well, hit us up in the comments and we'll catch you on the next one.
Yep, see you guys later.
Peace.